Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Kim and welcome back to Uncommonkim. So it's that time of the month again. We're going to be doing my TBR. Today we're going to be doing my November TBR. Woo! And you'll be happy and proud to know I'm reading again. I'm so happy. I read so many books in October and it was a grand old time and I was loving it and I was enjoying it, and I want that to continue through November, and I want all the cool cozy vibes, except let's get in the cozy spirit. Hold on, that's better. Uddy season is here, except it doesn't like my camera. Let's move location a minute. That's better. So yes, I'm in my Uddy and we're gonna pick some prompts from my trusty prompt jar and see what kind of vibes the jar is giving us this month. I have read quite a few of the books on my TBR from last month. So Strange Pictures, cha-ching. Graveyard Shift, cha-ching. What Moves the Dead, cha-ching. Can't remember any others, that'll do for now. But I'm not doing any readathons in November. I'm going to try not do any readathons for the rest of the year because I wonder if that's what burnt me out so much. So there is a readathon going on hosted by Danny. I'll leave her link down below. Unfortunately, I'm not taking part this year, but if you are interested in a readathon for November, go and check out Danny's. I did it last year, bucket listathon. It was a whole heckin' ton of fun. But yeah, this year I won't be taking part for my own mental well-being. But if you guys wanted to go and take part, I'll leave her link down below. But let's pick some books. I don't know how many. I'm just gonna go off vibes. I feel like vibes is gonna be our word of the video. Vibes, vibes, vibes. We're just gonna go off vibes, and I'll stop when I stop. Basically. One thing I will say, which I nearly forgot about, is Jade last year did like a get a goal reading challenge where you like complete a few of your yearly reading goals. So I am looking at hopefully getting a few more books on this TBR that will help with a few of my goals. Not so much my main reading goal, because I have lowered that and I will hit that. So at the beginning of the year I set it at 100. And that wasn't happening. So I set it down to 60, and I'm now like 55, so I will hit that. So I'm not so much worried about that. But 25 and 25 books, no, 26 books through from 26, our fantasy bingo, finishing series, that kind of thing is more what I'm wanting to complete. Right, let's go. Prompt number 1. Let's go for this one, to which we have a book which is someone else's fave. Sure, you can see that. Someone else's fave. Oh, okay. Thoughts, choices. Let's have a look. Now, okay. This is a lot of people's faves and it's been flying around on booktube for the past couple of months, and I'm hoping my fantasy-ish era might return. I say ish because it's Dungeon Crawler Carl, which I think is more sci-fi, but I'm hoping that I can move away from my mystery thriller horrors some point in November and go to these kind of fantastical sci-fi books, which I do love, which I usually do read a lot of in November. So I'm gonna go for Dungeon Crawler Carl. I know Steph loved this, I know Becca loved this, I know Gavin loved this, so many people that I can say love this. I'm very excited to read it. It is a series that is flying about at the moment. Everyone is really enjoying it and it is up there, but I want to read it. So this is book 1 in the series by Matt Dinniman. I believe there's like 5 or 6 books. 6. So I'm very excited to read it. So welcome to the first book in the wildly popular and addictive Dungeon Crawler Carl series by Matt Dinniman, now with the bonus materials, blah 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 blah. So you know what's worse than breaking up with your girlfriend? Being stuck with her prize-winning showcat. And you know what's worse than that? An alien invasion, the destruction of all man-made structures on Earth, and the systematic explosions of all the survivors for a sadistic intergalactic game show. That's what. Join Coast Guard vet Carl and his ex-girlfriend's cat, Princess Donut, as they try to survive the end of the world. Or just get to the next level in a video game like Trapped-filled fantasy dungeon. If dungeon that's actually set on the reality TV show with countless viewers across the galaxy, exploding goblins, magical potions, deadly drug dealing, and llamas, this ain't your ordinary game show. Deadly drug dealing llamas. That and Princess Donut, sign me up. Doesn't this sound like my kind of humour? Yes, it does. I might do a reading vlog where I just read this because it is so hyped. I can probably give my thoughts out. I'm excited. Okay. Prompt number 2. We'll go for this one. And this one is... Ooh, this is quite a nice prompt. I think this gives me a bit of leeway. A book you've never seen on booktube. Okay, I have options. Hold on. I'm going to go for a TBR there, sticking with the similar themes that I am into now, because Dungeon Chronicle is a great shout, hoping that I'm in the mood to read that. But if I'm still in the mood I am now, where I want to read more crime thriller horrors, I'm going to need something along this vibe. So I've gone for Conviction by Jack Jordan. I've not read anything by Jack Jordan before, but I do own all 3 books he's written. Makes sense. Make it make sense. But I believe this is a legal thriller, which I love. We love a court case. Woohoo! So a case that could make her career, a man's freedom in her hands, his life or hers. What would you be willing to sacrifice for justice? Not a lot. Wade Darling stands accused of murdering his family. Neve Harper is the barrister defending him. The odds aren't in her favour, but Neve has always liked a challenge. Days before the trial begins, Neve is approached by a man late at night on the tube. She doesn't know him, but he knows her, and the secret she's vowed to take to her grave. The man tells her she must throw her client's case. If she doesn't, he will reveal her darkest act to the world. Neve must make a choice to go against every principle she has ever had and watch everything she's built be destroyed. Guilty, innocent, his freedom or hers. I believe a good chunk of this takes part in a court, and I love a court setting, so I'm very excited to read this one. And I've also been told I'll love Jack Jordan's writing style. So wait, what was the prompt? Oh, book you've never seen before on booktube. I've never seen anything written by Jack Jordan on booktube that I've seen personally. So yeah, prompt number 3. We'll go for this one. And we have... Ooh, oh my god, this works so well because this goes with like my challenges that I want to complete this year. So we have, if it will focus, it says a 5-star prediction. There you go, a 5-star prediction. Okay, exciting. And I get my journal and I'm gonna check. I have a little list for different genres for 5-star predictions. I've obviously read a lot of horrors, thrillers and mysteries because that's pretty much all I've read. My romances I haven't touched, and fantasy I've only read 1, but the fantasies just aren't calling out to me. Do you know what? I know what I'm gonna go for. And it's another mystery because that's what I'm in the mood for. And I didn't love the first book, but it was still an easy, cozy vibe. So I'm going to read Everyone on This Train's a Suspect by Benjamin Stevenson. The first one is Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. And I've also read the Christmas one, which was Everyone This Christmas Has a Suspect. No, has a secret. And I've read that. So this is the only one I haven't read. And I did enjoy the first one. I didn't love it as much as I was hoping. But this is on my 5-star prediction video. So I've been told this one's better than the other one, because the other one is based around his family and just didn't make any fucking sense, where this one is more like Strangers, Agatha Christie vibe. So 6 writers, 5 detectives, 4 days, 3 weapons, 2 murders, 1 train. How can you find a killer when all the suspects know how to get away with murder? So I believe we follow 6 writers of, yeah, so 6 authors who all write the kind of detective novels, but one of them has killed someone, and we're trying to discover who, when obviously the person who has committed the crime is amazing at getting away with murder. So I'm very excited to read this one. I do think it's going to have a different vibe to the first one, and I'm going to enjoy it a bit more, and it's sticking with my cozy vibe. Woo! And a 5-star prediction, because I do want to finish a few more of my 5-star predictions. I've not got to the end of the year to complete my 5-star predictions, but if I could, That would be great, because then I can start afresh with some new ones for next year. Okay, prompt and number 4. Wow, I've got a 1. Okay, we've gone for this one. And we have... Oh. There ain't fucking many. There ain't fucking many. We have an author who deserves a second chance. Okay. Every time a prompt comes up that's like, author needs a second chance, there is one author who comes to mind every time. And I don't want to read her. So I'm gonna have a think. I'll come back and let you know what I've chosen. This is really annoying because I actually couldn't find anything else that was like, oh, they don't deserve a second chance, because I just unhaul them, apart from this one author. I'm gonna have to choose it, and I probably will DNF it, and I probably will unhaul it, but that's okay. It's The Midnight Feast by Lucy Foley. Me and Lucy Foley don't get on. The guest list, what was it? What? It was shite. That's all I'm going to say. It's what needs to be said. And after I read the guest list, I unhauled all of my books of hers because I was like, this is crap. And then I bought this. The Midnight Feast. So I suppose she deserves a second chance, but this is the only chance she's getting. Otherwise, I ain't buying anymore. I ain't buying anymore. So, Midsummer. The Dorset coast. In the shadows of an ancient wood, guests gather for an opening weekend of the manor, a beautiful new countryside retreat. But under the burning midsummer sun, darkness stirs, old friends and enemies circulate amongst the guests, and the candles have barely been lit for the solstice supper when the body is found. It all began with a secret 15 years ago. Now the past has crashed the party, and it'll end in murder at the Midnight Feast. It sounds like it's going to have the same vibes. It sounds like it's going to have the same vibes as the guest list, in the sense we're going to have this massive group of characters that we bounced between, and it's just going to piss me off. But okay, the jar wants what the jar wants, whatever. Right, pick number 5. 8's feeling like a good number. A bit random. 8 is the magic number. I want this one. Don't know why. It's calling to me. Why is it calling to me? Okay. We have a book off of my self-destruct TBR. I don't know what's on that. So I'm going to have to check. I'll be back. I'm wondering if I had this prompt last month. I don't know. But either way. A book that was on my TBR from October. I'm moving over to November because I'm running out of time to read it, and I really want to read it, so I've gone for I'll Be Gone in the Dark by Michelle McNamara. I'm not going to talk about it. It's a true crime about the Golden State Killer who terrorized California for years. 1980s, there you go, in America. And this will be one of my first true crime books. I know, who is she? But I'm very excited to read this one. I've heard lots of great things, and kind of fits with my vibe at the moment. And this is on my self-destruct TBR because I have owned it a fucking long time. So yeah, we're going to steal it from there. Right, prompt number 6. Oh god, there's 2. Should we do them both? Shall we do them both? We have a purple and a big one. Let's do the purple one first because we haven't had a purple one. Oh, okay. Okay. We have... Okay, it's not going to focus. It basically says a book with a white cover. That's all it says. So I'm going to choose a book with a white cover. Once I'd thought about it, this was actually pretty simple. I've gone for The Impossible Fortune by Richard Osman. Richard Osman. Osman. This is the Waterstones edition. This is the fifth book in the Thursday Murder Club series. I am so excited to read this one, and sad at the same time, because after based off the last book, fuck me. I did a vlog of me reading The Last Devil to Die, and if you saw it, you'll know I bawled my fucking eyes out. So I am ready and scared at the same time. I have a very specific vlog for this one that I was planning on doing anyway, so actually it just makes sense to put this in here. So yeah, here it is. I'm very excited, very nervous, all of the above. And then we've got the prompt here. Okay, let's have a look. What prompt did we pick up? Ooh, okay. This is a book blurbed by a favourite author. This is gonna take me a minute. This is gonna take me a long minute. I will return somewhen. Why is this so fucking hard? Oh, So many books. So many books. That was a joke. So that took me 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I basically went through every book on all my shelves that I actually want to read, that I'm in the mood to read. And may I add, Janice Hallett, you read too much, darling. Every book I picked up on my mystery thriller shelves, horror shelves, all blurbed by Janice Hallett. And she's not like, I was kind of taking this prompt very literal of like a favourite author that, you know, whatever they bring out I'll buy kind of thing. And yes, I do that with Janice Hallett, but not, I don't see her as a favourite author, so it was like, no. So we've had to go for Hunger of the Gods by John Gwynne, which I do want to read and I do want to get to. As we know, I do love John as a whole, and this is one of those books I am very excited to get to, and it is blurbed by J. Kristoff, which obviously I love the Illuminae files, but also enjoy Empire of the Vampires. So yeah, it was it made sense. And as I have said, November sometimes can be a good epic fantasy time for me. Obviously, as we know, March is my epic fantasy fucking era, but sometimes November can be nice, quiet, cozy time to read a nice paperback or hardback, especially when they do this. So this is the second book in the Bloodsworn saga. I read Shadow of the Gods last year. Was it last year? I think so. I loved it. 5 stars. Easiest 5 stars ever. So I'm very excited to get into this one. It's, you know, just kind of pushing myself to do it because it is a bit chunky. But I know as soon as I start reading it and I make a dent in it, that I'll enjoy it. So I put this on my TBR, but it might be one I read over into December. I'm not really sure, but it's here nonetheless. Okay, this is prompt number 8, which depending on what it is, I think it's going to be our last prompt. What is this? It's just like unwound itself. Okay. Oh my god. A book that completes a prompt on my R Fantasy bingo board. Fair. Don't know if it's going to let you show because it's quite... Oh, there you go. A book that completes a prompt on my R Fantasy bingo board. Whoa. I'm going to fold this one back up, and then I actually need to check my fantasy bingo board because I've been slacking this year on our fantasy. At this point last year I'd already made a good dent and I haven't, so hold on. Okay, and then the final book for my November TBR is going to be Mate by Ali Hazelwood for the published in 2025 prompt on the bingo board. I loved Bride. I think I gave it 4 stars in the end. I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoy Ali Hazelwood as a whole. So I'm very excited to get to this one, which is the second one in this series. Didn't know it was going to be a series, but here we go nonetheless. I think I'm going to reread Bride before I go into this, but I think it kind of matches the vibes that I'm going for with like a fantastical, paranormal-y element, such as werewolves and vampires and, you know, all of those beings, but also has the romantic element of it, which I do enjoy. So I'm very excited to read this one, and then hopefully reread Bride as well. None of these are definite, I will add. It's quite a chunky boy. But here is my TBR for November. It is chunky, and honestly, we'll just see. I'm going with pure vibes. If I'm not in the mood to read them, I won't read them. But to be honest, all of them apart from this motherfucker, this one right here, apart from that one, I'm actually in the mood to read all of these, including Hunger of the Gods, because it has been on my TBR for a long time, and I'm very excited to get to it. I'm very excited to read all of them. Hopefully I'll get to it in November. If not, as I said, I'm just going off mood vibes. I'll get a bit tougher on myself going into next year, but I'm going to be fragile with myself going into November and December, because this year has been hard. And my reading has taken the hit big time, so if I can just get myself to read, that works. Little thingamabob I'm going to pop in here. If there is any specific content you'd love to see from me in December in particular, please let me know, send me a message, all of the above. Whether it is recommendation videos, short vlog, going through my wintry vibe books, I don't know, whatever you want. Let me know what you'd like to see, as I'm going to be pre-recording a bunch of content in November for December, as if you guys have been around long enough, you'll know December last year took a flop because work got mentally busy and I didn't have time. So I'm trying to prepare in advance, so do let me know what you guys would love to see, and I will do my best. But leave a moon, because we love nighttime, and like and subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you all soon for another video. Bye.